Hi everybody, I'd like to show you my mating nuke. We have this on our website, but at the moment, because of the COVID situation, we haven't been able to go to our supplier and get these boxes. The way I'm going to set up this, it's a bit different from the way they have set up this to be used. Usually they have 4 feeders on top, and it is meant to be a 4 mating nuke of 3 frames each. I'm going to use completely different setup. I'm going to use just to be for 2 mating nukes of 6 frames. They are same frames that will be of the what's that name of that nuke now? I can't remember the name. Always forget. Mini Plus, yeah, Mini Plus size frame, okay, with the same type. So what I've done, so of course the roof is the roof of a normal 6 frame nuke. We have 6 frame nukes length strut, and we put the whole setup on top of these nukes so that the bees draw all the frames, the queen lays, and then you can introduce a queen, and then you can have this as a completely independent setup, or you can always have it on top of the nukes of the 6 frame nuke length strut. You can have it on top and always have brood available and bees for to make your mating nuke. So you can have 3 or 4 boxes on top of the length strut nuke, and that way you have plenty of sources to play with. So like I said, I'm not going to use it on the same setup as a 4 mating nuke, only as 2 mating nukes. So this is the roof, right? So, and then the feeders are different. As you can see, it's a two feeders, and on the original you have it 4 independent ones. Also, because I'm using just 2 feeders, it is for the winter. It is tighter. It's much better waterproof. You know, the whole system. So as you can see on the bottom, you have these plastic castellations, I think, and it will be very airtight. I will use it even for wintering. I will probably even use just as one nuke. So they will have 12 frames as a nuke. You have this division. It's metal. I don't like this as well. I'm gonna have this in probably wood or plastic. So I don't like the idea of metal. It's very cold. If you touch it now, it's too cold. I don't like this. So our frames are this size, which is the mating nuke size frame. These ones you can interlock and make a frame, but I'm not using this. Next batch, I will probably just have the frames with both ends the same. I'm gonna try to get that type of frame. Okay, so we have 12 frames, and with the division you could have 6 plus 6, so two queens going. Getting to the end of the season, I will have just 1 queen, and then I don't have it here, but there is an extra piece of equipment which is also with styrofoam with a mesh, right? And you can stack the colonies over winter. You know, when it gets to, I'll say probably October, you can stack up 4 or 5 or 6 nukes. They have independent entrances, but they cannot touch each other, so it will keep all the nukes warm. The original, so that's the box, right? The original floor is also divided in a way so you can have the four compartments. So this piece of equipment is also quite a bit expensive, and I will have these in stock for whoever wants them. But in my particular case, I'm going to make the floor out of wood. It's going to be wood. It will have ventilation, just a little hole on each side. So like I said, wood, probably I will dip it in wax, something like that, and paint it. So I would not be having it with polystyrene, but we will have this, like I said before, for whoever wants to have the with polystyrene. So going back to the same system, the floor, the box, right? It's quite a nice system. It's a bit expensive, that floor, because of all the castellations, all the plastic bits, all this adds up. As you can see, it's all protected with plastic, so it's a good quality product. But I have my preferences, and like I said, I don't like the metal sheet whatsoever, so probably will be plastic. So with the plastic, you have two independent colonies, feeder on top, also they're independent. And what I've done down even in the normal nucs, I've opened a hole, and I just put a plastic container with sugar this time of the year, and then I can put a cork or something like that that will make it tight, and the syrup would not drop into the hive when I'll be using liquid feeder. So you can use both, and it's roof. We'll have this available. We'll wait until next month. We'll have the prices on the website, and if you're interested in this kind of product, please contact us. We'll give you the prices, because we will only be going hopefully end of February to get our stock. It's mainly for ourselves, but if people then think it's something that they would like, we can order every month or whenever it's necessary. So it's something that we'll have in stock, but not have loads. We have about 200 already in use. I'm going to get another 200, and we might have another maybe 50 units in stock. So it is better if to order in advance, so I can plan to have this type of nucs. Like I said, it's quite nice. You imagine that you have your normal nuc. You just put the nuc box on top of your nuc. Let the queen, let the bees draw the wax, the queen lay, and when you have enough brood and bees, let's say 3 frames, for an instance, 3-4 frames on each side, you can take this off, introduce queens, virgin queens, for an instance, or if you want to even bank them for a longer time, to always have queens that are laying. Not caged, banking, but not caged. I'm talking about banking queens that are laying, and at any time you can pick it up and put on your hives. And that's the reason we decided to have this system. Like I said, we have about 200 units. That's enough to have 400 queens banked, so we can sell to our customers, and mainly also to ourselves, to our splits. And we know what we have, we know the brood pattern and all that. And once you have 3-4 frames and your queen going, you can have these run as separate units, and you can have even just like I said, 6 frames on each side, or having just one unit with the 12 frames, and then this unit you can then put empty boxes on top, feed, and they don't need to go back to the Langstroth nucs for them to draw and to have and for the queen to lay. So it's very simple. Also, what I did like is when I posted that video from that company in Northern California that was a lot of queens. I did like their system, and this is another thing. I can have my breeder queens on these small units, so that the queens are not laying at its full potential, and that way you're saving your queen for a longer time of use. So that's just one of my my ideas. One of the other ideas that I have is probably there's also interest. We probably will have this to send out to customers. So let's say you want to start a queen rearing system, you don't want to wait, so we can have these units with one laying queen, um, and then we can send them out as we send out the nucs, the overwintered nucs. So we can just put a mesh on top, and we can send them out. So that's another product that we plan to have next year. So you have your mating nucs ready to go, and you just need to add more boxes and continue feeding and splitting, and I think you people know what I'm talking about. I need to go more detail. Okay, so that's the new stuff that we have at Mellowbees, our ideas. Give us your thoughts. It will be nice to hear from your comments, if it is a good idea or not, and that way it will encourage us also to have it in stock, of course. We want to have this in stock, but not just for ourselves. It will be good if you can sell some, but mainly also to prepare for the new season. Okay, thank you for watching, and have a nice evening.